Let's talk a little bit about how contractors are selected and then how the price is determined. Oftentimes these are related, but sometimes they're not. The first selection process is a bid. A bid is simply when a contractor puts in a price to do work and an owner wants to select the lowest price. So if contractor A is at $1 million and contractor B is at $999,000, contractor B would win the work because their bid was lower than contractor A. The next one is best value. Best value is the combination of qualifications with the price. So the owner recognizes that qualifications matter. So they put together a process by which the contractor will respond to a lot of questions in an interview process so that they can pick the contractor that's probably most qualified for the project. But the contractor also will be required to put in a price, and then they're going to weight the qualifications and price to determine the best value for them. So the bid was the lowest price. Best value is a weighting between price and qualifications. The next process is a qualifications-based selection. Now, in a qualifications-based selection, the owner is solely concerned with qualifications more than anything else. Maybe they have a very unique project or one that requires specialty contracting, like a clean room, for instance, in a hospital. They don't want just any contractor responding to a proposal on that. So they ask contractors to submit qualifications, and they're going to pick the most qualified contractor. Once they pick the most qualified contractor, then they'll probably negotiate the price. And then the last one is just sole source. Under sole source, an owner has a relationship with a contractor, and they just tell the contractor about a job. They give them the information, they negotiate a price, and they go to work. You'll see this often in development, where a developer gets a good relationship with a contractor that they trust, so they keep on going back to that contractor on a sole source method. Or maybe they'll have a couple contractors that they go to on a sole source method. But on this one, they're giving the job to a contractor, and they trust that contractor will do good work. Now let's talk about price. So when a contractor submits a price, it can come in a number of different forms. Under a bid system, it's lump sum typically. Lump sum is a guarantee by the contractor that they will complete a project for a value. If it costs them more, that's still what they get paid. If it costs the contractor less to complete, that's still what they get paid, the lump sum. So the contractor's profit is their cost compared to the lump sum price, and anything in between is going to be that profit. And this is also why the design bid build system we talked about earlier was the most risky to a contractor, because they got to manage to a lump sum price. Cost plus is another way to price a project. Cost plus just says every time I as a contractor incur a cost, then the owner will pay that cost plus some sort of markup. Now you're going to see cost plus a lot in construction management contracts, whether it's agency or construction manager at risk. Every time the contractor hires a sub, the price of the sub is the cost, and then there's a markup to manage that sub. So that's the cost plus contract. In addition to cost plus on construction manager at risk contracts, you may also see a guaranteed maximum price. A guaranteed maximum price says, I'll be paid cost plus as this project moves along from the contractor's point of view. But if the cost ever gets to this level, the guaranteed maximum price, then I will not be paid anymore, because I'm guaranteeing the price will never exceed that value. And there is the risk in construction manager at risk projects. You'll also see a guaranteed maximum price under design build. So there's two different delivery systems that you might see a guaranteed maximum price. And finally, As the definition of the delivery system states, unit price is a way of pricing, not a contract. And that you're going to find under unit price contracts and job order contracts. It's just saying that the contractor will be paid a price per unit of installed material, and that price is determined up front.